So we got the letter back from the IRS, and our nonprofit isn't approved yet because of these questions. What specific activities you conduct? Who participates in the activities? Where you conduct the activities? When and how often are the activities vary. There's so many activities. Like I could take a veteran skydiving to give him that oomph back, or I could take him to a kid's house or something like that to remind him that he has kids and what it feels like to be around kids again. There's so many different activities. There's kayaking, there's rock climbing, there's exploring the world, and so many variants that it's hard to describe to them this list, and I don't think that they're going to understand because I'm sure a lot of these people aren't combat veterans, so they don't understand. To rehabilitate somebody, you have to give them their hope back, their belief system back. You take away someone's beliefs, what they believe this reality is, their hope in this world to keep them going, to keep them getting up in the morning, and you basically destroy that person. So there's a variety of things that I want to do as an activities, and I don't really know how to put that to the IRS. It's really hard to make someone understand your point of view, where you're coming from, when they didn't experience the same moments in time that developed into your perceptual agreement with what reality is. It goes along with epigenetics. It goes along with neuroplasticity. It goes along with a lot of things. It's so hard to describe to them to get my nonprofit approved. But I need this nonprofit approved because I need to get these donations set so I can start helping not just veterans in the United States. It's really hard for me just to help out veterans in the United States because there are veterans suffering from every military branch and every government that our countries make the basically middle class, the peasants, go to war to fight for their power and their respect. And these people, these human beings that don't want to fight, that a lot of them just enlisted in the military to get out of their situation that they were living in as a child, to get out of their environment. And it means so much to me because I've seen so many veterans hurt themselves, kill themselves, and they were my friends, my brothers, sisters, that hurt themselves because of the military system. And I know it's not just in the United States, it's all over the world. People pick up a gun for their government and fight. And it's not just the United States that needs help. It's every military branch across the globe. That's what I want to do with my life. And I know I can help veterans because I come from a background of wanting to get out, and the military helped with that. And I've met military branches, from Europe to Africa to Dubai, to Bahrain, and there's Afghanistan. There's so many different military branches that I've already met in my life traveling for the military. And it doesn't matter your race, religion, or creed, whatever, It comes down to being a human being and giving them their hope and their belief system back so they can get up in the morning each day and do something meaningful with their life so they don't feel like they're all alone, so they don't feel like they're the only ones suffering out there. This is a huge task that I don't think people are tackling right. I mean, the majority of nonprofits that I read about, they're only giving 20% back to their cause. And that's despicable to me. That's disgusting. You don't need to. I'll give 100% of all of my donations back. Behind the hearse isn't going to be a U-Haul. I love that expression because I'm not taking anything with me. The only thing I'm taking with me when I die is a legacy that I leave behind. Perhaps an evolutionary change that I help humanity with. That's what I'm leaving behind. That's what means the most to me. So I see so many of these nonprofits just giving 20% back or getting caught and stealing more than that, And it's tragic. This world is full of greed, deception, fear, hate, lust. And we've really lost our way. And it takes somebody that knows that they don't need any of that. That they can leave all that behind. That looking like a peacock and flaunting your colors everywhere doesn't mean anything. Social media, artificial intelligence has influenced that heavily on the human mind over the last couple of years across the globe. And it takes a strong individual to know that that's not what it's about. A group of strong individuals. So I can't do this alone. And little things like this, little tasks like this, like there's fucking 30 different questions that I got to answer that I think that I've already answered in my bylaws that I wrote. Now I got to go in and be more descriptive. But it's a big task for a big group of people to do. To know that the money and the lust and Vice City doesn't mean anything. You got to walk out of Vice City, and you got to know that there's more in life than just flaunting around like a peacock. You got to learn how to fly like an eagle.